Circuits by Brenna, Chasteen-Boyd, and Gestwick. A circuit is a path in which electrons flow through. When drawing a circuit, there are many components, like a resistor, cell or battery, switch, and bulb. There are two types of circuits, a series circuit and a parallel circuit. When solving for circuits, the main equation you will use is V equals IR, where V is the potential difference from the battery, I is the current running through the circuit, and R is the resistance. Some important things to note are that the potential difference is given by the battery, the current always flows in the direction of the positive side, and the resistance is found inside of a light bulb or a resistor. The next equations you will use are for series I tot equals I1 equals I2 equals I3, V tot equals V1 plus V2 plus V3, and R tot equals R1 plus R2 plus R3. For parallel circuits, these equations are I tot equals I1 plus I2 plus I3, V tot equals V1 equals V2 equals V3, and 1 over R tot equals 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. In this example, the flashlight is a series circuit because there's one bulb and one path for it to take. Let's find the resistance if the potential difference is 9 and the current is 3. To start this equation, you first write out V tot equals I tot times R tot. Next, you start adding in the values. 9 volts for V, 3 amps for A, and leave the R. The next step is to solve. Divide over the 3 and you get that R tot equals 3. This video shows a light in a room being turned on and off. This is parallel because there are multiple light bulbs and multiple pathways for it to take. If one goes out, the rest don't go out with it. In this example, there are 3 light bulbs in parallel. The total potential difference from the battery is 120 volts. The resistance of the first bulb is 30 ohms, the resistance of the third bulb is 50 ohms, and the total resistance is 75 ohms. Find the current across bulb 2. To start this problem, you should make a table using V, I, and R and the 3 different bulbs. The next thing you need to do is find the resistance in the second bulb using 1 over R tot equals 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. The next thing you should do is add in your values from your givens so that it should look like this. Finally, the last thing you should do is solve, and you get the total resistance in the second bulb is 25. Now put this value into the table with the rest of them and see what you can solve for next. Because of the equations from the Circuits Bible, we know that all the voltages would be the same. From here, we can easily see that we can solve for I2, so we'll set that up. V2 equals I2 times R2. Now we put in our values. 120 volts equals I2 times 25 ohms. And lastly, we solve, and we get that I2 equals 4.8 amps. You can see that we would easily be able to solve for the rest of the currents, but we were only asked for I2, so this is good for now. We hope this information wasn't too shocking for you.